What's up? It's your boy Ace the Juke God, and we're coming with another one of our bangers. You know how we do. Let's talk about counterplay in less than 5 minutes. So counterplay essentially is a situation where you use your favorite move all the time and people start countering it. Then you need to figure out the counter to their counter. So let's start with Jin. Down forward 1-2-1 is people's favorite thing to do with Jin on block. What's the counterplay? Sidestep right, sidewalk right, launch. So look, that's a punish. So if you're doing down forward 1 and that's happening to you, what's the counterplay to that? A homing move. So let's try it. So you can do this one. You can do the low, which tracks as well. Sometimes down forward 2 tracks, but not really. You have to do it mad fast, and even if it's a good sidewalk, it won't work. So if you use this move, you should know if they do the correct option, I need to chill, or I need to trap them. Now, let's go into another situation. Let's just say they want a power crush. You down forward 1, they go into your 2-1, and they're power crushing. What's the counterplay to that? The counterplay to that is a grab or a low. That's the counterplay to that. Let's go to the next one. All right, what if they're fucking mashing? Down forward 1-2-1 doesn't work. The jab interrupts because the down forward 1 is -3. So what do you do in this situation? Sidestep, launch. You just gotta be a little quicker than I am. But that's your, if you notice they're doing this and you gotta read, that's your situation right there. Sidestep, launch. Now, what's the next thing? Remember, you wanna do this with all the moves that are moves that you use all the time. So let's go to this next one. I believe this is backdash. So if they just wanna get the fuck out of there, you know, they can just backdash. If you start noticing that they always backdash you down, your down forward 1s, then what you can do is go for a low or go for pressure. Because they can't block low if they're backdashing unless they're really good. And if they're just backdashing, you can go for pressure. So that's how you counter the backdash. And finally, the last one here. What if you're -3, what if they just mash a 13 frame move and you try to go for that 1-2? You're gonna trade, and that's not a good trade for Jin if you look at the life, right? What if they do their 13 frame and it trades? Well, now you gotta think, all right, what's the counter? Now this is character specific. What is the counter to that? Well, for Jin, it's a couple things. You can parry and then launch. That's one option. So that's an option. Or you can power crush if you see it coming, or you can low if you have a fast enough move. But I probably wouldn't recommend that because you're going to be -3 and you're really not beating that. So you have to know your options. But normally you can just power crush here, or you can do some kind of defensive maneuver into whatever you want. So every move, the whole point here is you should have counterplay for all of your options that you use normally. What if they just do a low attack? Like let's just say you do this and they're doing that. They're high crushing you and going into their move. You need to have counterplay for that. You can do a high crush move, a low crush move. You can do a down pair, but you need to know the counterplay. So the overall point here I'm trying to tell you guys is you need to lab the moves that you use the most. It doesn't matter if it's a mid, it doesn't matter if it's a low. This works off all things. If you usually hit people with this move, you should lab the counterplay. If they're doing lows right back, what's the counterplay? Same thing, you just hop kick them. But you want to do this with every move in neutral that you use that is something that you're going to touch people with a lot. And this also works on hit as well. So you take the concept that I showed you with this little flow chart of down forward 1-2-1. You take that concept and then you apply that to all the basic moves you use in neutral. So if I was playing Jin, I would have it set. I would have counterplay for this. So I'm +4 here, I would have options for that. So if they want to mash, I'm coming up with a 13 frame, I'm doing stuff. I would have counterplay for down forward. So if they sidestep or they do something, I'd have stuff ready. You want to have all your main pokes, you want to have counterplay to it, even moves that land on hit. There's even situations where people break throw breaks, and there's a situation where that happens too. And I'll just show you this real quick and then we're out. So some people have throws that are -2. So if the person jabs, you can dodge. You can just sidestep the jab and then kind of take care of them. So long story short, work on your options. It's Ace the True God. We out.